Hello, hello out there, everyone. Welcome to my channel, The Reconverted Catholic. I am CV. As always, I appreciate you stopping by, and as always, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Also, like the videos, not like the videos, comment on the videos. Your support is not only appreciated, but also I love feedback. I'd like to see how the channel's going and the content that I'm sharing, information I'm sharing. Of course, I'm hoping it's as resourceful, as useful as possible. Also, you're welcome to email me at trcatholic, that's Tango Romeo Catholic, trcatholic@gmail.com. Again, if you'd like to message me directly, and look forward to hearing from you, or again, your comments, your likes, subscribes, all that good stuff. Today, I'm doing another recommended reading, takeaways from another book that I recommend. This one is called Counterfeit Christs by Trent, who is a really well-known Catholic apologist. And of course, for the fellow Catholics out there, you may already be familiar with the name. In case you're not, though, Trent again is he's, I believe, been a Catholic Christian for about 20 years now, too. He's written many books on Catholic faith. He's also participated in many debates. I definitely welcome checking. I definitely encourage you to check them out online. In fact, I believe Trent has one coming up here. It's April 8th with Matt Dillahunty, who is a host on the show called The Atheist Experience. There, I believe the debate is about the resurrection of Christ, if that's possible, or that to debate that, if that, in fact did, happen. So, which I'm not really doing justice to the title of the debate, but I don't have it up in front of me right now. I think it's along those lines. So today I'll be covering, again, my takeaways from the book, Counterfeit Christs. Again, I highly recommend reading it. I think it can help, and just by the name alone, help sort out, again, the misinformation out there, or the different, as I'm going to describe in this video, the different types of Jesuses or branded Jesuses out there, and again, separating the fact from the fiction. So that said, let's go ahead and dive into this review / again, my takeaways. So it's been about 20 years now since Eminem, the rapper, first informed the world he is the real Slim Shady, and that all other Slim Shadys are just imitating. And that he was, or still is, waiting on the answer to that question. That is, won't the real Slim Shady please stand up? And yes, these are all lyrics from that song. And while the song is a funny mix of self-congratulating success and calling out other pop musicians who then not so successfully tried copying Eminem's brand, it does give some insight, albeit in a hip-hop way, about how we humans keep proving the 100th monkey theory time and time again. In short, the 100 monkey theory is based on a group of scientists, primatologists in the 1950s, who witnessed a small group of monkeys that discovered how to wash sweet potatoes, which in turn caused a chain reaction of other monkeys observing and then imitating the newfound skill, including passing on the knowledge to younger generations of monkeys. And such is the essence of most life forms and what we often blatantly observe throughout the mammalian world. An animal, non-human or human, gets a bright idea, experiments with the idea, builds a system upon it, shares the system with their society, and society then turns it into a trend and often an integral part of surviving and thriving in this world. So this is not to suggest looking down on followers, or that all followers just blindly accept an idea, even if it is to their own undoing or being labeled as an imitator. Not everyone in life is an innovator. There's no shame in that. After all, if followers did not exist in any area of life, then neither would social hierarchies, which are fundamental to how species have evolved for at least the past 300 million years. Therefore, this article is, or this video, is not to shame imitators. We all imitate each other in one way or another, minor or major. And that's partly because, sidebar, we are pattern-seeking creatures. Rather, I will be covering some basics about how all Slim Shadys are not the real Slim Shady, or in this case, of how not all brandings of Jesus equal the real Jesus. Thankfully, the book Counterfeit Christs by Trent Horn not only sorts through the question and saves me from having to give my own book-length answer, will the real Jesus stand up? But Horn also shows that many depictions of Jesus outside of Catholic Christian teaching are, well, just imitating. Case in point, as if the 30,000 sects of Christianity are not enough to make our heads spin for eternity, or that Jesus keeps getting rebranded into whatever fits a particular ideology, how can it not beg the question, will the real Jesus please stand up? Here's a somewhat short list of types of Jesuses, or branded Jesuses. Trinity Jesus. Jesus is the only God Jesus. Mary was not a virgin Jesus. He was just a wise teacher Jesus. Prosperity Jesus. Socialist Jesus. Republican Jesus. Social justice warrior Jesus. Peace, love, hippie Jesus. Pro-abortion Jesus. Pro-gay rights Jesus. LDS Jesus. Jehovah's Witness Jesus. New Age Jesus. Buddha consciousness Jesus. He broke the Jewish laws Jesus. He was never crucified Jesus. And, well, Jesus is a myth Jesus. Yes, that's, I know, a long list so far, and yet that list truly goes on and on. Counterfeit Christ dives into the many proclaimed types of Jesus. Horn provides a wealth of evidence showing how the Bible, the early church fathers, the catechism, and historical documents point directly to Jesus as part of the triune God, and that the rebranded labels of Jesus do not hold up to their burden of proof. This is not just a take my word for it statement. Read the book. See that Horn is not looking to rant about imitators or to gloat that Catholicism is true and all outside beliefs are false. In fact, Horn does not shy away from presenting the core arguments for each type of Jesus and then point by point refuting the arguments. In other words, a counterfeit Christ is both useful for understanding what imitators believe, even providing the exact references from the Bible in some cases, and how best to refute the arguments. Sure, this immerses you into the world of apologetics, and I get that not everyone wants to spend much time in that world. But Horn makes the book an easily digestible read for understanding why there is only one real Jesus and that all the others are just imitating. That said, if your spiritual but not religious friends proclaim that Jesus is Buddha consciousness, this book has got you covered. Or if your leftist friends show that Jesus was a socialist, this book has got you covered. Or if your Muslim friend says Jesus was just a prophet who escaped death, was never crucified, this book has got you covered. Or because the rash of information about pagan parallels to Christ have been conflated with a mess of alternative facts, this book has got you covered. Finally, keep in mind that because we live in an age where knowledge truly is power, though that power is often misguided, or helps promote the insane volume of conspiracy theories, squeezing the life out of real logic and reason, more and more people are empowering themselves with readily available research, even if that research is flawed. Meaning that the more we empower ourselves as Catholic Christians to separate fact from fiction, the more we can identify the imitators, and the more we understand the real Jesus. Again, I highly recommend this book. Great read, very thorough, definitely a handy reference for dialoguing with either other Christians, Protestant Christians, for example, or spiritual but not religious, atheists, agnostics, New Agers, etc. So there's this book is really comprehensive overall, has excellent citations and other references to research if necessary. So definitely pick up a copy for yourself. I know I have mine now. And we will see you at the next video. Thanks.